The best salespeople in the world are the ones who do it without you even noticing. Everyone's a salesperson, especially if you're an entrepreneur. In the I'm Not Salesy podcast, join me, Cassie McKenzie, and my fabulous guests as we dive into the top strategies, mindset, and energetics around sales and money so that you can hear more, yes, I'm in, instead of crickets or getting ghosted. So if you're ready to fully book out your programs with aligned AF clients and have people chasing you down in your inbox, asking how to work with you, then subscribe to this podcast today and become not salesy too. Hi, I'm Cassie McKenzie. I'm a sales coach for online service entrepreneurs. And today I'm teaching you two different ways that the sales industry is changing and evolving into one that feels so much better. Okay. Now, let's first talk about what sales is versus what it is turning into. Okay. So when I talk to people and I ask them, what do you think about sales? What's the first thing that comes to mind? Usually they're like, they get all panicked. They start to feel like, that little bit of like a rumble in your chest and butterflies in your stomach. And think about like maybe pushy people or sleazy people or cold DMs or really impersonal sales tactics, especially online. And so when I work with online service entrepreneurs to help them sell in a way that feels good, because that's the way that I always sold to my customers. I have 20 years experience in really like high specialty pharmaceutical sales. And I started out, actually, I'm going to show you a picture. I started out when at the age of 21. Look, this is me right here, right there. I started out at the age of 21 with braces and a bad haircut, like mushroom hair, pretty much. And I had to set myself apart. And the way that I did was by really building connections with everybody in my office, everybody in the offices that I called on, all of my clients, even down to the janitor. Like I wanted to know what made everybody tick. What did they do that weekend? Like what is their home life like? What do they do for fun? Things that had absolutely fuck all to do with making, money or making sales. Like the way I looked at it is I'm going to be your rep for a really long time. And so I need to know everything. Like we need to be friends, but we're also a business relationship here, right? But like why should I not be interested in what's going on in your actual life, right? If you're going to see me every week, then let's just make it official, right? So I think a lot of people on the online sales or, when you're selling online and when you learn about sales from traditional sales coaches, they skip past this part because they don't know how to do it. They look at sales as like more of a numbers game and a one size fit all, but really this evolution of sales and evolution of the sales industry is moving more into a more consultative approach, more caring, more long term, like individuality, not the one size fits all, but finding out and getting deep into what do each of your clients need. Okay. And I know this takes a little bit more time. Obviously, it takes more effort than just sending out 200 random cold DMs, but you probably didn't feel like sending out 200 random cold DMs anyway, right? And so when you look at this as more of a relationship and if you think about like, what would it be like if you were dating somebody and they just pushed themselves on you? You'd probably hate it, right? So why does that seem like it'd be okay online? Like it's really not any different, especially when there's money involved, right? So nobody owes you anything, but when you're selling to somebody, you owe it to them to make them feel like they want to come into your world. And so what this evolution looks like, what this evolved selling model looks like is more caring, more relationships, closing that loop between whatever issues and concerns that they're currently going through and really deeply understanding their problems to taking them a solution and helping to introduce that solution that you bring. And instead of looking at it as selling, you're looking at it as I'm bringing them a solution to fix a problem that's really bothering them. And so then they commit to taking this, next action, which then gets them the result that they want, right? And so this is so important to understand, because when I talk to people, they're so terrified of sales. And a lot of my clients, they come to me completely confused about what to say online to make a sale, what to say in their messaging, how to position themselves. Like on one hand, you don't want to leave everybody out, but on the other hand, there's like this extra work that goes into really getting to know people and getting to know their fears and their problems and their issues and their concerns, so that you show up to the table ready and willing to help them solve them and fix them. And then, you're the hero of the day, right? So what I'd love for you to take away from this is two things. All right. Like, we can get rid of all of those cold messaging techniques and all of like the post and pray, or the, like the pushy, the sleazy, the slimy, the fear-based tactics. We can push them off to the side and never have to look at them again, in exchange for really opening your heart up, really being aware of what's your customer going through. What is that ideal client that you have facing today? What keeps them up at night? And really, what is the need? They might tell you they need something, but there's always a need below the need that if you can help them to see and to understand, and you can be, ask such great questions to get to the bottom of what's really going to solve the problem for them, then you can write your own ticket and you can make sales all day long. And the good news is that you make sales in a way that feels good and it feels fun, and you feel like, gosh, there's like nothing better than feeling like you helped somebody. And a lot of times if you're a heart-based entrepreneur and you have this like heart-led business where you really want to be of service to people, and you're saying out there like, God, I want to just sell my offers because I just want to help somebody, right? Like, if you say that to yourself, then you will love selling in this way, because that service is at the heart of it all. All right. So go ahead and hit subscribe. Don't miss a thing here. I'm so glad you're in my world. If you want to come find me on LinkedIn, I'm at Cassie McKenzie. I post, sales tips, a bunch of videos, a bunch of content. I love connecting. I host networking events, and I'd love to see you be a part of that. You can DM me on any of the social media, whether it's LinkedIn or Instagram. DM me the word takeover, so that we can talk about taking over the sales process and implementing this relationship-based approach to bringing in more leads, more sales, selling in a way that fits your values, and creating your own selling style, so that you feel good and you start to love sales every single day, and you make money so you can leave that stinking 9-to-5 job finally, right? Okay, I'll see you later. Bye. I want you to imagine for a second that you are the type of person who feels completely confident when you're promoting your programs, and you know exactly what to say and do, and how to say it and how to do it during all of your sales conversations, so that you get on the phone with people who are already pre-sold asking, how can we get started, without you even having to pitch them. How amazing would that be? Now, this is the type of result that you can expect in the Sales Queen Takeover Mastermind. This is my new mastermind that's starting in March. And this will change the course of your business forever, because you will not only attract people who want to buy, but you'll start attracting leaders who want to stay with you a long time and keep working with you. So if you are a coach or consultant or creative who wants to easily fill out and sell your programs with your ideal fit clients and start hearing way more of a yes and no more getting ghosted, then DM me on LinkedIn or Instagram at Cassie McKenzie on LinkedIn, or at XO Cassie McKenzie on Instagram, and DM me the word takeover, so that we can talk about how This will change the course of your business, and I can share some of my secrets around, give you some ideas you can implement immediately based off of what you're doing currently and what you can be doing in a non-salesy way to make more sales and to really feel proud and feel powerful when you're selling, because it becomes more fun, right? It's more fun, easy, and effortless. So DM me on social media to talk about this, or you can book a call by hitting up the show notes, the link in the show notes, and I will see you in the next episode. Bye. If you loved this episode of I'm Not Salesy, then go ahead and hit subscribe so that you're notified of the next episode. And also leave a 5-star rating and a review. And if you send it to the link in the show notes, we will send you a present in return. We also love to feature reviews on the podcast as well. So we'd love to feature yours. So go ahead and send a screenshot to the inbox and come find me on social media. I love hearing what you're up to and how you're becoming not salesy too. I'll see you in the next episode.